Hey, hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. It is Sunday. It is Sunday. And sorry, I haven't streamed the last few days. I haven't felt too great, but I wasn't going to stream today, but it has been brought to my attention that Amberlynn mentioned me in her live stream last night. So we're going to see what she has to say about little old me. And I'm debating. Hello, Mars. Hello, Sammy. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a good day. All that jazzy jazz. I ran out to get a coffee and a breakfast sandwich this morning, so I did go to the old Starbucks. I had them add banana protein cold foam, and it's not very banana-y, but they did write yum on my cup. So, um, I'm going to constantly have to be wiping cold foam off of my lip. But, so the question is, thank you, Mars. The question is, she rarely ever says too much of anything of importance in her videos, her lives. The question is, do I care about anything else in her video? Does she say anything else in her video of importance? Or I searched my name in her transcript and I found where she talks about me. So, is that all I care about? Probably. And she doesn't do that until like 47 minutes into her video. But hey, Lizzie. But we'll start back here. We'll start at the beginning. So we're at 47. We'll start at the beginning and we'll kind of we'll speed run it just in case she says anything that we need. We'll put her on 1.75. So, oh, that's a starting shot. It's like the it's like the I have my it's like 35 degrees outside. It doesn't feel that cold, but it's chilly here today. Or it's 38 according to my phone. But I have my fan on because I like to sit here with my hoodie on. But I also like to have some air moving. So it's like my hair's blowing in my face. Oh, I'm sorry, Lizzie. I'm sorry you're sick. I hope you feel better. I haven't felt great the last few days either. So I hope you feel better soon. Regina George Land strikes again. Um, this starting screen here for a video reminds me of those memes of like cats where they're like profile pictures of like boomers or Gen Xers or something, and they've got the camera out here at a weird angle and it's coming up at a weird, yeah, that's what that reminds me of. 60 there. It's because you're in sunny California and I'm very jealous about that. I'm gonna constantly be wiping cold foam, I'm sorry. But let's not much to say. I'm just busy. I'm busy and I haven't felt good. And so I haven't had a chance to stream the last few days, even though I've been trying to stream, trying to squeeze it in. So, anyway, lots of quirky stuff that I want to catch up with you guys too, but just her streams are so fucking long. If I could go live while I'm working and not be on camera, but just have her video up playing and then I'm just commentating on it, we might have to start doing that on weekends. I don't know. Anyway. I like the colors on this dress. You just got back from Canada last night. You fly a lot.
hate how this is. I don't know. Hello. Hi, guys. How are you?
You need Amber to scare your hiccups
I
away.
made it in time. I literally just got home. Okay.
Where were you? Yeah, she went live.
What are you guys doing?
She went live at like 11:30 or something last night, like very late. So she barely made her cutoff. Drop my Starbucks order. I've really been enjoying, well, it varies. Let me see. I've been getting the non-dairy vanilla sweet cream cold brew. I also quite enjoy the what's it called? The iced shaken espresso, the hazelnut one, but they're out of that one right now. But and I've tried the sugar-free vanilla protein one, and it's all right. Sorry, 1 second. I need to message somebody back. Yeah, how dare I have an opinion? Hello, shut the front door. Good to see you. But let's see. You had a gingerbread oat chai. Yeah, they have the Christmas ones out. I like the brulee one. The caramel, is it the caramel brulee? I also like the toffee nut one. Yes, the caramel brulee latte. It's good. The holiday menus are good. I like the toffee one too.
Whoops.
Sorry, I should have had her playing while I was sending that message. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hi, guys. Everett said he looks so done. With what? Amberlynn, I'm at dinner alone. Can you please send him some encouragement? I'm really nervous. Oh, can I send you encouragement? Yes. Dinner alone is fun. Like, enjoy your alone time.
Dinner alone's great.
When I was like
Hey, Google,
young, like high school, 17,
set all smart LED bulbs to blue.
It was a vibe. So it was a vibe. I will say that. What'd you do today? My mom. You got your hair done, Kendra? Oh my god. Are you joking me?
I used to take myself out on little movie dates in the afternoon.
Okay, hold on. Like I have tripods, but they're like, is that like me? What? You never have an opinion? The way that it looks. I don't know. Anyways.
Her hair looks nice.
Independent queen. Oh my god. You look amazing. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I looked up because I can see my mouth was like, oh. Anyways. Where am I? Am I okay? Yes. Is this a dress? Yes, it is.
I like the colors of
it. It is a new necklace. It's a pressed heart.
Very bright and vibrant.
It was like $50-something. You guys, I'm a cheapo when it comes to jewelry. Like these earrings are probably like $5. Like this is like the most expensive jewelry that I've bought. Is it from Torrid? No. It's from an actual like jewelry place called Deepow. It came like in the cutest little like situation type deal. It's called the Little White Peach Necklace. I don't know why it's called that because it's not white and it's not peach, but I think it's so cute. It's definitely my aesthetic. I love a short necklace. It's everything to me. So, this dress is from Torrid, yes.
Oh yes,
like years now.
The giant rose on it.
Velvet. No,
even though she's not a floral girly.
It's not velvet. You went to bingo Friday night? How do I keep up with it? You get used to it, and then it just becomes like second nature. It's crazy. I am so cold, you guys. It's like 40 degrees outside. I'm freezing.
It's starting to get chilly.
What am I doing for the rest of the weekend? I don't really know, actually.
I need to put up my inflatable turkey.
You guys at the same time at the movie theater.
But it's been so freaking windy this weekend.
Story times. You're combining two things. So I gave a handy to my boyfriend when I was like 16, 17 in the movie theater. And then a separate situation when I was 15, I gave two guys a handies at the same time. Was it big? The movie theater? Yeah. The movie theater guy? Yeah. And it was pierced. Yeah. That's the farthest I've ever gone with guys. I've had ample opportunity to go the whole way, and it just always felt so wrong. It always just felt so wrong. 3 guys in total, yeah. Oh no, Amberlynn had a handy. Amberlynn had a handy. Amberlynn gave a handy. Damn, Dalton missed out. Stop. Stop. You ran a train on that hand. What did I come into? Is it because it's Saturday night? Oh my
I don't
god,
know.
girl,
Maybe
what
it
did I come
is.
into?
Sorry, I'm trying to reach
That
the
mouth go
light.
crazy.
Oh, did I? Sorry. Sorry, I hit my
I felt
keyboard.
more, I don't know, different with a girl. I think I enjoyed it more. The vibe is so different. Kendra, the vibe is so different. Like, I mean, I obviously can't sit here and say, but based on like what my straight friends say versus my lesbian friends, like versus my bisexual friends, like we're in agreement that lesbian relationships, there's like a different vibe. And I don't want to
Well,
offend, but the word
sure.
that always comes out
I mean, but yeah.
is lesbian relationships are more passionate. I'm not saying heterosexual relationships aren't. That's not what I'm saying. But that's just the vibe. I'm a lesbian, Pigeon. I'm a lesbian. More emotionally driven as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like, I'm only talking based on what I've heard and what people have told me. I don't want anyone mad at me. But like heterosexuals, like the sex is like over. But with lesbians, genuinely, if you're gonna have sex, it's gonna be like 3 hours. Like, yeah, you can do cookies. But like, anytime I've been with someone, especially like my last 2 relationships, it's like 3 hours per time because you're just like enjoying it so much and it's like sensual and it's like you can go and go and it's like when the chemistry's there, holy hot damn. But I just don't understand. I would never be able to be with a guy like for so many reasons. It makes me like kind of like nauseous and
Why are we on this topic? Why
I just would not be happy in the slightest. What do you do for 3 hours? It starts with like, making out, touch. I'm not gonna narrate this. Like, be so for real. Oh my god, I can't. It was the first time I ever kissed a girl. Oh my god, Kendra. So you prefer that? Wow. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So has that made you like feel differently about do you use toys? Yeah. Yeah. I used to be so against toys and like a decade ago. Like I'm a completely different person than I was even a year ago, a little. But I used to like say that toys were only for people who were like bored in bed.
Oh, Kendra said my husband gave me permission to date a girl last year. It felt more, I don't know, different with a girl. I think I enjoyed it more. The vibe is that must be how we got on this topic. Um,
I don't fully believe that. You hate
mm,
kissing? No way. No way. Like if you're a good kisser, I literally can't stop. I literally can't. Um,
eating early.
Little Jelly, what's wrong with the topic, love? So much.
Somebody in the chat said, y'all are making me want to try girls. Stop.
So many of us are vibing with it. If this goes for anyone, if any topic is
Dude, she must be watching Quirky or something because Quirky's always about vibe. It's the vibe. We're vibing. Vibe, vibe, vibe. And I don't recall Amberlynn ever really using the word vibe that much.
like triggering or makes you uncomfortable, or you're not enjoying it, just click off. And I'm sure in like 5 minutes I'll be talking about something else. I literally go from one topic to another. Like we're all like that. That's why I love my chat so much. It's a vibe around here. Um, you're making me want to try girl stop. Do it. Are you joking? It's a whole like, oh my god, I can't. Like being a lesbian, I understand like it's been hard for us folks, and they're trying to take like gay marriage away and shit all over again. Like, come on, it's 2025, it's gonna be 2026. Like, this is ridiculous. But even though there's hardships to being gay, if I had a choice, if someone actively was like, all right, sexuality is now a choice, I would say, keep me lesbian, please. What I'm trying to say is, it is one thing like I'm not ashamed of at all. Like when I was in high
If it were a choice, I would also choose to remain a lesbian. But it's not a choice. Mars says this is giving vibes of gossiping in high school when one of your friends was the first to have a boyfriend girlfriend.
school, yeah, but not anymore. Are you in a relationship now? No, Cornbread, I'm not. No, Cornbread, were you in Cutie Beauty's chat? I swear I saw you there. Did Emily text you? That's why you're so horned up. I'm not horned up. It's kind of just how the topic went because someone was asking sexual questions, and that's where we kind of went. Have you ever been turned off by any of your hookups because of the way they smell or something looked odd? I'm sure it's happened a couple times. I mean, I've had sex how many times in my life? A lot. Cornbread, yes, I'm built up.
We got to know that she's a sexual person. We've got to know that she's just been doing it for years with everybody left, right, and center.
Hi. I love that. Delta High, that's funny. That sounds like a school or something. What the hell? She's a single. How long ago did you smoke? It was when my mom dropped me off. I came in, got Twinkie, and then we went outside. And I smoked out there. Came back in, fed her.
Dylan in the chat says, I vote a country girl arc.
Plugged in my phone for maybe 5 minutes just to charge it a little bit so I can go live. And here I am. I made it in time. I was like, racing. No,
I
Courtney
need to
Delta.
plug my phone in.
Have I ever, okay, you always date Max. Have you ever talked to a girly girl? I have, but I mean, it was a long time ago. Like high school type deals.
She does tend to go for more masked lesbians.
Delta's a cute baby name. I voted country girlfriend. I vote stay single. I vote stay single. Who is
Girl, you've been saying that for 9 months and you haven't been single the whole fucking time. I'm sure she's got people in her DMs.
Paige? Who is Paige? Americans in the chat, what is Delta? So there's Delta 8, 9, and 10, and I call all of it Delta 8 just because that's what I'm used to. But it's legalized. It's like people taking a shortcut for like legalized marijuana. It's pretty much that. But I will say, like, I prefer the real stuff, but I haven't smoked the real stuff since living in Kentucky. Delta makes you feel more like sharp, sometimes more paranoid. It's the real stuff feels a lot better, I will say. But it's like really illegal. I was thinking about getting a medical card, but it's just like it's kind of a hassle. So
What would you be getting a medical marijuana card for? What condition do you have that your doctor would be like, yeah, let's get you a medical marijuana card?
um, yeah, I am smoking a sativa. Yeah, I prefer them. They make me feel more uppity. Um, but when it was like the real stuff, and I'd smoke it before I moved here. It's not illegal. Delta is legal in Oklahoma. Um, I,
Yeah, so I think in Oklahoma the Delta stuff is legal. Medical marijuana is legal, but recreational marijuana, I believe, is not. I think that's what she was trying to say. I haven't looked it up though.
the real stuff, like back years and years ago, indica was my choice. You need the edibles. Yeah, I shouldn't be vaping. I should probably just take a little tiny bit of edible here and there. Delta makes my head foggy. Yeah, it's different. It also depends on the brand. Like different brands are different. I have an ID, princess. What's with the title? I'm surprised no one. I forgot what my title was. I've been on here for 15 minutes and no one's asked about the fucking title, and then I forgot what it was. I don't know. I'm just trolling. How's your blood pressure?
I
It's been normal.
so I haven't heard the voice note that was leaked. I haven't heard it. I don't know what's been said about a sync or whatever. I don't fucking know. I don't really care either.
Completely normal. My medicine's definitely working, and I'm on like the lowest dose. So, what is the title? I've never showered before. I've never showered before. I don't know what a shower is. I've never even heard of that. When you're a fan, you don't care what the title is. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that. People can be so mean. Yeah. And I understand, like, I come on here and my hair be looking like in the craziest bun you've ever seen in your life, but I literally just got out of the shower. I've shown my bonnet before. So, messy, like day 3 hair does not mean Amberlynn doesn't shower. It just means Amberlynn only washes her hair like once every 3 to 4 days. I've explained this. That's why my hair's long. That's why my hair's pretty, in my opinion. That's why it just works. It just works. Do you have blush on your nose? It looks so cute. Yes, I do. Thank you. She does look really clean today. Calm and clean. Thanks. I think you'd look good with bangs. Dylan, I kind of low-key do too. Amberlynn, I'm not even trolling. One time I accidentally sharted in the shower. You're a troll, not Kevin, but you know, your trolls are low-key like random as fuck. Sabrina Carpenter bangs when, I don't know. Your arms are looking like they're healing. Yeah, I stopped picking my arms. It's really just my oh wait, okay, never mind. What was I saying? Sorry, I got a notification. I got confused. Kevin at level 1 manipulator. Oh my god, what is that? That's crazy. That is crazy. I really did not expect to you saw Jonathan at Walmart today? Who's Jonathan? If she's telling the truth, we're the idiots. I think I'm lost on a conversation. What are you doing, babies? Romeo and Wasables are doing their thing. Girl, if you didn't shower, you wouldn't look so beautiful. Thank you, Anxious. Thank you. I appreciate that. Will there be a weigh-in before Vlogmas? Nah. What am I doing tomorrow? I don't know yet, Pigeon. What are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing right now? Well, tomorrow's actually Sunday, so it's grocery day. I've been cooking more at home. Okay, so my go-tos lately, okay? I'm trying to work on it. No, I saw your brother. You don't, okay, you're weird, princess. No offense, weird. Okay, so, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the first half of the day, I'm like, yes, like cooking, yes, I'm like being healthy. And then at night, I'm like, oh, ice cream, you know, there's this one called Boozy Eggnog. Oh my gosh, I'm so good. So I used to go, you know, the full 100% of the day unhealthy, okay? So now we're doing, princess, why is that weird? Because you didn't see my brother Jonathan, that's why. Okay, so it used to be like 100% unhealthy, right? So now I'm at, okay, we're doing half of the day. So it sounds nasty. It's so good. I'm like, oh, I almost want one for tonight. I'm not gonna lie. So it's been like working out actually, and I've noticed the scale moving, so that makes me really happy. Because I want to just like start super slow. Like people gain weight in the Novembers and the Decembers, and I want to be the one.
Somebody in the chat said, "Did you know Window went to prison? That's why they aren't in the lives anymore." I think Window just didn't renew their membership.
not to. I want to be the one to like lose a little bit, or at least try, you know? So my go-tos that I've been
Hey,
cooking has
bossy.
been, I love steak in the air fryer. I like cut it up. Oh my god, it's so fucking good. I season it while it's raw, and then I put it in the air fryer. Bitch, what are you doing? But on the side, I make Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and corn, and I like cook it all together and like saute it all together with like my preferred seasonings, and that is so good. One night I didn't have corn, and I used like little tiny pieces of potato instead. So fucking good. Like, are you kidding me? So I'm pretty good with like being healthy and cooking in the day, and then at night like I like to snack. So I've been usually it's order food, and then snack. So I've taken out the order food, and I cook food, and then snack. So that's definitely a positive change, and I definitely feel the difference for sure. Like takeout is just like a lot heavier. I've also what else have I been making? So when I wake up, no matter what time it is, I like it's super easy, like a veggie patty and scrambled eggs, and then like cut up the veggie patty and like put it in the eggs with a little bit of cheese. I've been enjoying that. And I like lean beef. That is like literally like I always thought lean beef was like super unhealthy and like ground turkey is just like the way to go. There's less calories, less fat. But literally no. I compared it one time and they're almost identical. So I have the freedom of not always having ground turkey because I actually kind of like ground beef, lean ground beef, like the 97%, whatever. I'm literally rambling about food.
Oh my God. I've been doing the same thing. I've been having ground beef lately instead as well. The leanest that I could find, 97 or 96. The leaner you can get, of course, the better the fat content and the cholesterol and the everything is for it. But it's I've been getting ground beef lately myself to use in like my sweet potato bowls and for tacos. Haven't been the texture on chicken lately has been feeling off to me, so I've been doing ground beef instead. Um, I'll do canned chicken or like some shredded chicken, but like chicken breast or chunks, it's been feeling off to me lately. So I've been doing the ground beef. That's weird. Lizzie, you got in. Hi, Ashley. How are you, Ashley? You got in your mom's car and then we Bluetooth to this. That's funny. That's funny. Uh, Mars, I'm not believing the cooking versus DoorDash ratio. Ashley says hi. That's funny. Drive safely. Yeah, yeah. Who knows what she's doing?
I think I'm hungry. I'm literally so hungry. But yeah, I've been trying to just like my meals are super boring, I would say, in the sense of like
You
I don't
try to
follow
update
recipes. I
them
don't get
on
like
Girl
super
World
creative. It's like
drama.
have some meat and have some veggies and just season them to your liking and like bro, that's a meal.
Oh, I'm going to the farmer's market. I meant to go to the farmer's market yesterday. I uh, I enjoy the farmer's market. I wanted to see if they had any fresh fruit, because fruit's starting to be not looking too great sometimes in some of the stores. But I didn't go. Sammy, I still do my ground turkey and cabbage stew. I accidentally lost 5 pounds in a week, but it was delicious. I made some cabbage stew the other week, a couple of weeks ago. I made a crock pot of some cabbage stew with ground beef and some carrots and stuff.
Like genuinely, and it's so good. Um, and I really like doing like meat sauce that you'd have with spaghetti noodles. I like doing that with green beans. You guys have seen me do that. I know it sounds crazy, but the French cut green beans mixed in that, oh man, it is so good. I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is that so good to me? You do not need the pasta. I mean, pasta's not gonna hurt you. I mean, I don't know, but anyways, yeah, I'm hungry. It's all in the seasoning, 100%. Yeah, canned green beans aren't good for you. I think I disagree with that. But you can do whatever type of green bean you want for sure. Hi, Romeo.
You know, people are always being all elitist about the vegetables, fresh versus canned versus frozen, whatever. If having shelf stable canned vegetables is what you can afford, at least you're getting some fucking vegetables, right? Frozen is price wise pretty close and is going to have the nutrients a little more sealed in because it was flash frozen. But if canned vegetables is what you're able to afford and it's what you like to eat, it's still fucking vegetables. You're fine. There's going to be a little bit of sodium and stuff in it, but if you rinse off whatever juice and stuff they're in, you're fine. People just being, you should only have fresh vegetables. You know, fresh vegetables can be fucking expensive. And if you're in an area or something where you can't exactly get to a grocery store, you're not going to be able to go every few days to get your fresh vegetables. So if you need to buy frozen or canned because it's shelf stable and lasts longer, then that is perfectly fine. God, people piss me off. Elitist bullshit.
Hi, how's the baby?
Especially right now, sorry, back on my soapbox with the government shutting this shit down, especially with the food pantries and things. They rely on canned shelf stable goods right now because so many people are out of work because of the government shutdown and not having SNAP benefits renewed, that they're relying on these food pantries. So if you need groceries and canned green beans is what you're given and that's what you have to eat, you're probably going to be pretty damn grateful for those canned green beans. If you like green beans, that is. Granted, I mean, if you don't like that particular vegetable, if you can't eat it, that's different. But it's just like, come on now. Also, speaking of which, once again, any super chats or super thanks on videos till the end of November will be donated to Feeding America, and I will match those donations. You donate $10, I will donate $10. Or if you super chat or super thanks $10, I will donate that and I will match it, those $10. And I will not take out the YouTube 30%. 100% will go to Feeding America. And, you know, hey, um, feel free to donate yourself to Feeding America or find your local food banks. I'm sure there are local food banks and pantries in your area that you can donate to, whether it be taking them some food or whatnot or giving them cash. A lot of pantries and places that take donations, they're able to do more with cash than canned goods. Granted, they always appreciate food donations and stuff too, but they're able to stretch that dollar further than we can. So,
You've never had Chipotle? It's okay. It kind of makes my tum tum hurt.
never
Like,
had
there's a
Chipotle?
few places. Chipotle and Subway
Makes
are
your
two
tum
places that
tum.
make me feel so.
The other day I said my tum, something upset my tum tum. I think I was in chat over in Tree Boy Elia's uh, Discord. I said it upset my tum tum. I think Amberlynn just said it upsets her tum tum.
Hi, how's the baby? You've never had Chipotle? It's okay. It kind of makes my tum tum hurt. Like, there's a few
He kind of makes my tum tum hurt.
places. Chipotle and Subway are two places that make me feel so sick after I eat there, and I don't know what it is. It's very weird. Do you still play Fortnite? I don't know. I have not turned on my Switch in I don't know how long. I don't even have a TV anymore. It's in my storage. Peas and pasta? I don't know if I've ever had peas with pasta before.
Peas are good mixed in with pasta. You haven't played your Switch? We can't be Switch friends then, Amber. That makes me sad.
Hmm. Subway makes your stomach hurt too. I wonder like why. I heard the tuna there isn't even tuna. What is it? I just don't understand.
I don't know. I used to work at Subway when I was in college. And it's just not worth the amount of meat and stuff you get on your sandwich. There's so many other places that taste better and are better value.
Understand anything really. Hi, Rome. Do you want to come up here? Do you want to come up here with mommy? You want to come up here with mommy?
Oh, shut up.
Hmm?
That voice.
You want to come here? I don't think I'm gonna have an intro for Vlogmas.
Is this chicken what I have or is this fish?
Hi, baby. You are so soft. I don't understand. It's the softest baby I've ever felt in my life. Hot cheese puff said not again. Witchin. Not again what? Witchin. Come here. Climb it up. Climb up the mountain. The mountain top we go. Oh, the mountain top we go.
Are your boobs the mountain?
What is Kybella? Oh, bro. Oh, don't get stuck in there. Don't get stuck in there. Can you say hi? Oh my god. Dove Christmas chocolate. Stop. What is the new voice? That's how I talk to my pets. Say I always talk to them like this. Oh my god. You should hear me when I'm like literally alone and no one's looking. I am just yapping at the bits to them. They're like, huh? What? Who? Do you think you'll ever move again? I don't know. Can you tell me what you're doing? What you're looking at, really? Would you mind telling me? Oh my god, you're so warm. You're keeping mama's warm. I know, cornbread. Just a little babes. Look at this.
Romeo is
All the
adorable.
time, just a little babes. Moved to Alaska. Me and that snow would not get along. Romeo is like 5 months, I would say. So you're 5 months and you're already as big as a 1-year-old. Can you explain that behavior to me? And can you explain why mama's sleeping? You run around, you run and you run and you jump and you run and you jump and you jump some more. Sorry. Response to the recording.
Lizzie,
The
I
Zunies
talked
for
to my
real.
dog like, you brat,
He is
stop
so
begging
cute.
for
His arm
treats.
just hanging out. Why does she have to respond to anything? She doesn't want to. Why are you so entitled to think she has to say anything? Very that coded. He's so happy he's smiling. Are you smiles? Are you smiles? You guys want to know something? My pets are very short and they're very sweet, and they're from the short and the sweet
Well, hello, Ilya. Oh, I'm like, what are you coming in with the nose?
tour. That's what
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter's tour is called Short and Sweet.
I think we all talk to our pets in weird voices sometimes, but yeah, oh my God, it's just like, stop.
And for some reason, I don't know why, ever since the tour started, I've been saying that to all my pets. They're from the Short and Sweet tour. I'm weird. Are we weird? Are we
You are
weird? Are we
weird.
like really? Can you figure it out? Can you figure out what you want to do with this one right here? This is how I'm gonna lose everyone in the chat. It's gonna go down to like one person watching. Why that kind of send the shit out of me? The way you dodge that, Loki. How you need to start treating these vultures. I don't know. Do you guys want to make a club? What type of club? Well,
Her breath is it's hitting Romeo's ear, and so he's twitching his ear each time she speaks because her breath's hitting it and making him twitch it.
Bobby. He's laying on a scratcher bed. He's obsessed. The little scratcher bed. Yeah. Aren't you and Sabrina Carpenter like the same height? I don't know. The Chub Club. Oh my god, stop. I do not have a Discord, no. Am I talking too loud? Your ear keeps a wiggling. Is it the bread?
It is.
What is it? Every time I talk. Hi, Kendra. Amber's kittens. Oh my god. I thought you. Oh, wait. Yes,
Snowing
I have a Discord.
Toronto?
I thought you meant like a Discord for like my fans or something. I don't have that. My favorite perfume at the moment. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. It's pineapple something. It's a dupe for like a really expensive one. Look at him laying on my arm. Stop right now.
He is cute.
I'm gonna cry. Pineapple pinup.
How tall is Sabrina
Pineapple
Carpenter?
pinup. That's cute. Stop. Sometimes dupes are better than OG. Yeah, it's like a whole. I'll have to show you guys during Vlogmas. I have so much I have to show you guys during Vlogmas. You should get a self-driving car so you don't have to get a license. I don't think that's how it works, is it?
I don't think it's how it works either.
Pineapple. It doesn't smell like pineapple. I don't know why they named that. So, Kybella was the chick who honey potted. What is that? FB's man made him fall for her, and she was just in it for the tea. Drove FB stark mad, just like Rachel did. There's a lot of differences in that. Sala actually said some wild things. Emily never flirted with Rachel. I just want to make that very clear.
Are you sure about that? I think we need to see the messages.
At least that's what Emily tells me. But then again, she told me that voice message never happened, and then I heard it my damn self. So
I saw someone on Insta call Sabrina Carpenter chubby. I want to scream. I'm not even sure if I even know what Sabrina Carpenter looks like.
we don't have to get into that, but that's on that. I used to like Rachel, but the tea is crazy. Yeah, a lot of.
Speaking of Rachel, her last video she uploaded recently. We'll watch it eventually. All the comments that I've seen are overwhelmingly positive on her video. So, I mean, she'll be just fine. Her subscriber count was down to 53,000 last time I checked. So, she's lost about 12,000 subs. Oh, but she's back up. She's back up to 53.6. So, I mean, she'll be just fine. Her channel hasn't been canceled. She's gonna bounce back. It's because people dislike Amberlynn more than they dislike any reaction channel typically. So it's just it is what it is. Even when they do shitty stuff, it's just
A lot of people don't like her anymore. So, a lot of people. I don't like how my lipstick looks. I do not like how my lipstick looks.
What are you doing? Just laying on me like this?
Well, Rachel is too mobile. Huh? Why not expose Rachel yourself? Because I'm not like that. I'm genuinely not. And like the best way I can prove it is like, do you guys know that word that was crossed off in that screenshot? I didn't know what it was. So I asked. I'm not gonna lie. Because everyone was like saying things about it, and I know what it is. And I would never say what it is because I'm not like that. So it's like things like that, you know? Did Emily send you what Rachel said to Emily? Like,
beaver. I've heard that it's you can see it in the chat over there. I don't know why that's something that's super private or whatever for whatever Rachel was doing. She may have just crossed out a word and said all that just to see if it would get out.
like what flirty messages Rachel sent? No. Nope. Hi Donna, how are you?
She dangling this word over us.
You just okay, I can't talk about that.
I
just noticed the pink.
I didn't seek the word out because I didn't care enough, but then people put it in my Discord, so I saw it anyway. So, and then people are saying it over here in Amberlynn's chat. I just didn't care. I didn't care enough. You know, it's, hey, if it's her private business, she crosses out a word. I don't give a fuck. I don't care where she's going.
Pink in your eyeliner wings. It looks pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Say thank you for the compliment.
This is what you're. Dylan, but she's the hottest too. Damn. It's just, it sucks. Romeo looks so sweet. Such a sweetie. All the times is, there's no in between. It's either this or.
Somebody said, I would say E is probably the strangest, most bizarre girlfriend you've ever had. And Amberlynn's like, she's the hottest too. You know, just because somebody's attractive to you or you think they're super hot, if they're fucking crazy or treating you like shit, it's not worth it. And I think that's partly why Amberlynn kept going back. I don't know why Emily would keep coming back, unless she's really into big girls. But they're both just so awful for each other. They're both very toxic people in this relationship, and they both need therapy. It's just a horrible, toxic situation with them together.
So he got the zoomies. Ivory, welcome, welcome. I don't even know. Can you guys even hear me through my earpod, or am I just wearing it for no reason? Julie, did I say something? You can hear me? Okay, good, thank you. It's crazy that these people make a living from judging and trying to expose you, yet act like. Oh, I couldn't read what the rest of that said. Hold on.
We're gonna drop her down to 125.
Rums. I need to use my arm. I need to use a part of my arms. Hold on.
Yeah, act like their private messages being exposed is so wrong. Literally hypocrites. Literally, it's so weird. Can I ask about the Disneyland thing? I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, kind of
Donna,
sad.
no,
How
I'm
are
not
you?
upset at all. No way. Tell Romeo for me.
Romeo's sleeping. He don't give a fuck.
I miss your vlogs. Aw, hopefully you enjoy my vlogmas coming up.
What's the vlogmas gonna be? 30 seconds of you, I don't know, getting out of bed in the morning? Doing your makeup?
Someone says you were jealous of E for planning a Disneyland trip without you. Without me? I wouldn't have gone.
Hey, kind of Sav. Yeah, I've heard it from a couple of people. So we're gonna see what she has to say. I don't know why she'd be talking about my ass. I haven't said anything.
Are you kidding me? For the comfortability of my pets, they do not have collars, no. Wasabi will literally bite his off, and no way. But for the comfortability, no, they currently do not.
My Bessie, she was an indoor cat when I had my Bessie, she would not keep a collar on. She would rip that sucker off. She would get it off. Some pets just don't they they won't keep it on. And she was an indoor cat, so unfortunately with Amber that doesn't matter. When she's feeling cornered, she'll lash out at anyone she can think of. Yeah, she does that. She lashes out. If she feels the tiniest bit slighted by you, she'll lash out at you and try to retaliate, and it's like, whatever. Go to therapy, work on your issues for this.
Disneyland is not plus size friendly. Yes,
What was that?
Disneyland is not plus size.
Was that Twinkie sneezing? Was that an animal sneezing? Something getting knocked over?
They do not. Disneyland is not
It sounded like a sneeze. It sounded like a cough or a sneeze from Twinkie.
plus size friendly. Yes, it is.
Bless you, Twinkie. Bless you, Twinkie Star, with your God, I'm doing the animal voice too. Bless you, Twinkie. It just seems oh. When I had my Bessie, I would just talk to her in a normal voice, like, Cat, what are you doing? Stop it. Unless I was harassing her, because you can't see a cat just like lying somewhere peacefully without pouncing on them and forcing your love on them. You just can't. Don't you dare. Yeah.
I went
But I would be like, oh, bless you. Like if my cat sneezed or something.
to Disneyland when I weighed over 400 pounds, and I was able to go on every ride I wanted. First times I ever went on roller coasters and everything.
If I
Disneyland
didn't
is
travel
very
for
plus
work,
size
I
friendly. So
would.
if you're plus size and you want to go to Disneyland and you're worried about that,
Dude, Tess Holiday goes to Disneyland all the fucking time. I'm sure it's perfectly fine for plus size people. I would get a kitten, but I live alone, and I would hate to have to like get them boarded or something, or try to find somebody that can come over and come in and like feed and scoop the poop. And so because I travel, so since just because I don't have anybody in my life that could do that, um, get Adobe Creative Cloud for free in a few clicks. What's that, Armory Crate? I would love to have free Adobe Creative Cloud because I pay like $60 a month for it right now.
don't be worried. Because if I can do it, you can do it. I was over 400 lbs. You might have been thinking about something else, like the fair isn't plus size friendly or anything like that, but
No.
that wasn't Disneyland. That was like a little tiny amusement park flow. Do you think it's karma that all the hater reactors are turning fat? So being fat isn't an insult. It's not like a bad thing. It's not, anything like that. So
Joke's on you. I was already fat.
I don't really know how to respond to your question. So did you enjoy the rides? I did. The scariest was definitely God, what was it called? House of Terror or something like that. So it's where you go like really high inside of a mansion, and then they drop you like hella fast. That scared me. America is fat in general. For real, Kendra. Did you actually love Jenny Craig, or did you want to be on a commercial? I never wanted to be on a Jenny Craig commercial. I actually really liked it every time I did it. What did you think of Zachary Michael making a vid on Rachel?
Lizzie, I don't like roller coasters either, Lizzie. I don't ride rides at like that. I have been on roller coasters before when I was younger, but I don't like them. Partially because I have to take my glasses off for them, and I never have like a good place to put them because I don't carry a purse. Yeah, I don't like roller coasters. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. Same, Lizzie. I don't want to die. I'm scared of it. Yeah, no, yeah, that's. I'm sure they're perfectly safe, but you just hear like the random horror stories where something goes wrong.
Girl world. I'm not surprised because it's a hot topic. He wants views because he doesn't, get as many as he used to. So he's like, it's a hot topic. So
Amberlynn throwing that subtle shade at Zachary Michael. Well, he's got to get those views because since he quit covering me, his views are down. And he needs to capitalize on this because his views are down.
so let's talk about it.
Oh shit, Sammy. I don't blame you.
What I do find strange, though, because
What do you find strange, Amberlynn?
is that he makes videos about Rosie, and like
He does. I do too, because she's fascinating. She's another one that lies about stupid ass shit and just makes up all these medical diagnoses.
obviously watches Rosie, but says that he doesn't, even though he does. And then Rosie mentioned
I don't think he said he doesn't watch Rosie. I don't believe he said that. Rosie is a fun ride. She's a roller coaster I can handle. Careful there, Lizzie. Careful there, Lizzie. I don't know if you want to be riding Rosie. Careful with the language choice there, Lizzie. Hey, Rin. Good to see you. Like she is when she says she doesn't watch reaction channels. Yeah. Lizzie, ahem. Not that kind of ride, ma'am.
Zach. She's doing long length content, talking about a million different things, and actually doing something like cooking and like doing something for her content.
That's the thing. So just a quick Rosie side tangent. That my mind is not in the gutter. My mind is not in the gutter. You're the one that said Rosie's a fun ride. All of Rosie's content still revolves around food. She says that she's not a weight loss channel. She's not a Fifi channel. She's not any of these things. She doesn't do this and this and this. But all of her content revolves around food. She's in the kitchen cooking, and then she's eating, and then she crashes out all tired, and she might clean up a few things, or she's doing grocery hauls, or she's going grocery shopping. All of her content still revolves around Rosie isn't old enough for me. Writing Rosie does sound like a prawn. It does. Oh yeah, sorry, Rosie isn't. See, what's your age? What's your age bracket, Lizzie? Like 50 plus? um, yeah, but all of her content still revolves around food. And like the way that she's like looking into the camera while she's eating the food and taking these bites and these things, it's Meryl Streep's like in her 70s. You're really going for the geriatrics. Um, but it's like you say your content isn't for fifis and that sort of thing. And if you watch the chats, in her live streams, like whenever she starts her live streams, people will constantly be asking, "What are we making? Are we cooking yet? Are we cooking yet? Are we cook?" I think a lot of her viewers and people in the chats and her members are people that just want to watch her eat and make food. With the amount of talk in her chat, so much of the talk is just about food. And oh, you should make this. Oh, you should make this. And then even whenever she's done eating and they're talking about other stuff, it always turns back to food. Her channel is about food. And just like the way that she said before, things like, oh, you won't catch me like moaning or making sounds or weird faces about food. That could never be me. And then there's so many clips of her being like, "Ooh," and like moaning. I don't know what that sound was. That sounded like a dying cow. But her like moaning or like making like the, making the oh my God faces and just yeah, I can't stand Rosie eating. There's so her jaw clicks when she's chewing, and then the sounds of her eating. It's just like I can't stand the sounds of her eating. Yeah, I don't like watching the sounds of people eating used to not I used to not notice, used to be a non-issue for me. My brother I love my brother. I'm still pissed at him, but my brother smacks whenever he chews. My brother has a lot of chewing noises whenever he eats, and it's always bothered me. It bothers me even more now that I've been in Girl World because all of these people, just the chewing noises, I can't. Even whenever Tree Boy's eating, I can't stand the food noises, but I suffer through it because I adore Ilya. My brother eats like a literal cow. It's awful. Watching Rosie cook is so funny. Yeah, I mean, it's eating is a yeah. Rosie's something else. We'll get back to her whenever I get time. I wear earbuds during holiday meals, so you're not hearing the what people are eating. Yeah, Rosie has a lot of mouth noises and like jaw clicking whenever she eats. It drives me fucking nuts. Um, Rosie's something else, but anyway, back to Amberlynn here.
And just happens to mention Zach due to probably the chat, kind of like what I go through.
Hmm.
And he like almost like, why does she talk about me? I don't understand.
Because Rosie is on Reddit talking shit about Zach in the subreddits. She may not mention him on her channel unless somebody mentions him in the chat, but she's on Reddit constantly talking shit about him.
Probably because you're making full-fledged content about her. She's gonna have an opinion, probably somewhere. That to me that doesn't make sense. Because I'm like, you watch her and you're complaining that she watches you and talks about you, but yet you're doing the same thing, but
He's not complaining about her talking about him. She has every right to. Um, you all have every right to talk about reaction channels. We talk about you. But it's like that she will say things like, I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about him. And then she's in the subreddits talking about him.
like tenfold. And I'm like, I'm lost, okay? Like I stay lost. I'm like in this little lost place.
Well,
I don't know. Ooh, Veronica. Thank you for the super chat. Chat, drop your favorite animal. Yes, do that. Told you they're all hypocrites and you're way too nice and quiet about them. Yeah, I will say I am nicer than I should be. But something I've also kind of noticed is like when they call me a bad person and stuff, it's a lot of stuff that happened like a decade ago or things that happened like 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
yeah, I mean, you did bad things back then, of course. And like I've said, I think a lot of the things Amberlynn did back in those days, a lot of it had to do because of her undiagnosed borderline personality disorder, right? She was lashing out and treating people like crap, partially because she didn't know any better. Like she never had healthy relationship examples, but then also she was just reacting because of the BPD. But now that she knows about these things, the way that she was behaving with Emily and with Wifey even and other people, she had these diagnoses and she has the means to be in therapy, but she still treats people like crap and tries to manipulate them and just lashes out and won't give she's still doing these things because she refuses to work on it in therapy. So yeah, that makes you a bad person. I don't think inherently she's a bad person. Like, I don't think she's evil or, Satan's spawn, like people talk about, like, oh, she's so vile and evil. I don't believe that. I think she has issues and she refuses to work on them. And that's what makes her a bad person, is she refuses to work on these issues and continues to treat people like shit. Mars, it's because Rosie said she wasn't going to watch. Yeah, she was even on Twitch and on Reddit. Sounds familiar? Yeah, absolutely. Mars says we get stuck on Amber's past because she always repeats the cycle, and we can use her past to compare to what she's up to now. Absolutely. We can use it to compare, to be like, hey, this is what you used to do. You said you were going to get better, but you're still doing these things. You're still treating people this way. You're still doing this and this and this. You aren't making improvements. You aren't changing. You can tell us that you're going to change, and you can tell us that you take accountability all you want. But until we see these changes, and granted, we're under no obligation. Under no obligation to show us these things or do these things, right? We're just a viewing audience. But you can't put your life on the internet and then say that you're going to do these things and then leave us hanging and then continue to just behave poorly and treat people like crap. And that's what it comes down to, is she continues to treat people that she's in a relationship with, like maybe people in her life in general, like her mom and other people in her life, she might treat them perfectly fine. But because emotions are different and heightened and just different whenever you're in a romantic relationship, I think she behaves and lashes out differently due to insecurity and jealousy and all of these things. And it's not a good look. She's insecure, and that comes out in very toxic ways whenever she's in a relationship.
Things that they hear from like hearsay, and it's never things that they like saw with their own eyes, especially like last few years. And at this point, I truly believe the people who hate me the most, including reaction channels, they're hating a character that they have created.
I think a lot of us just don't really care one way or the other. I don't know you. I have no reason to hate you. I mean, you're just another person to me. I have no personal stake in you. I don't hate you.
My mom said that to me. I've had other people have created.
It's based on what you've shown us, though. We base these things on what you've shown us. I mean, there are people that make up shit, absolutely. There are people that do random things. It's like you don't need their help. But it's based on things that you've shown us.
My mom said that to me. I've had other people say that to me. And I feel that, because it's like if I get like a crazy message on Instagram, girl, I look at it and my jaw just drops, and I'm like, this person, and I know there's hundreds more, maybe thousands more, are genuinely hating a character they created of me. If there's someone out there who hates me because they think that I did something to Rarity, that is creating a character out of me. That is hating me for something that isn't true. And that is just a small example that stays like at the forefront of my heart and my mind. So that's why I use that as an example. But there are hundreds of examples that I can turn to. People will never.
But the whole Rarity situation, we don't know what happened, right? We don't. I don't even know if even Amber or Emily even know what happened exactly. Emily's cameras weren't working because we've heard so many different stories about how the door got left open, how Rarity got out. We just don't know. So then we have people making up narratives based on, oh, well, she must have hurt the cat. She must have done this. We have nothing to base that on. We have nothing to go on for that. There's no evidence of that. The only thing that we know for sure, based on what we've been told, and this is based completely on what we've been told by Amberlynn, is the door got left open. And we've heard different stories. It's we've heard that Amberlynn left it open, letting the animals out, and then it was, oh, Emily left it open, and this. So we keep hearing multiple different stories. Sammy says it's sad that somebody has lost pets, and this was not the first time. Yeah, I mean, it's people. People's pets get out all the time. Pets get out, even if you have them in like the backyard fenced in or something. Pets get out. My Bessie got out whenever I was in my early 20s. She got out of the house and she didn't come home for hours and hours. We drove around the neighborhood looking for her for probably a good hour, hour and a half. She finally came back to the front door and wanted in. I mean, animals, pets get out. I mean, how many times do we see lost animal flyers? Or if you're on Nextdoor or on Facebook, people are constantly posting, hey, have you seen Freddie? My dog got out, or my cat meow meow got out, or all these things. People's pets get out all the time. It doesn't make them bad people or bad pet parents. I mean, sometimes they are, absolutely, but it's not 100%. So people's pets get out. It happens, and people are demonizing Amberlynn for this happening, and it's people's pets get out. It's just it happens sometimes, you know, and um, it is what it is, unfortunately. And sometimes those animals don't come back home. And some people can say that it's negligence. Like if you leave a door open and the pet wanders out, then yeah, that's on you. But sometimes they're sneaky little shits or something. But Mars says there wouldn't be a whole community with a negative view of Amber just based from lies reaction channels. There's definitely going to be proof, and most of it comes from Amber herself. Yeah, it's from what she's shown us. Like, I think she had a generally positive community, even up through the Destiny era, I would say. And then whenever she started doing the live streams with Beck and couldn't like filter her reactions or edit, and we were just seeing her on camera live, I think that's when we started seeing a lot of her negative attitude and negative, like the way that she would treat Beck and these sorts of things. Granted, we saw these things in videos too with like Beck and Destiny, but I think it came more to the forefront during the live stream era. Sammy says, my pets have gotten out, it happens, but the way she acted about Destiny's cat and the story about how she did not go look for Rarity, it leaves a bad taste in people's mouth. Yeah, the Destiny's cat, Gracie, that was very insensitive. That she was not sensitive at all to Destiny's feelings about that or about Gracie going missing. She was absolute very shitty person and very insensitive. Miss Empath Lynn, that was a very shitty situation, and she definitely handled that very poorly. Did not go look for the thing is we're taking Emily's word for that, and it's so we have Amberlynn versus Emily whenever it comes to a lot of these things. It's who are you going to believe, right? Is one of them just trying to make the other look bad? We don't know. It's her word versus Emily's word, and Emily isn't exactly trustworthy either. Doesn't get Twinkie's nails clipped. I've heard that. I haven't seen those images because it was in one of the live streams that she removed before I was able to watch it. She has said that she takes them to the groomer or the vet or whomever to get their nails clipped, but apparently she needs to do it more frequently. Um, uh, Twinkie's gained a little bit of weight back. I don't think Twinkie is horribly overweight, um, but I think she's gained a couple of pounds whenever she was a little slimmer. Bossy is like, maybe she could benefit from therapy? I wonder why nobody has recommended that. I'm sure you're joking on that, Bossy.
I'm not going to speak in absolutes, but there are a lot of people, including reaction channels, because that's their job. They will never see me in a positive light. They will never see me as someone different than maybe who I was a decade ago, or the things that they hear through like hearsay and stuff. Because
Who's not horribly overweight? Twinkie.
a good example is like that recent voice note that's floating around from Emily.
I haven't
Because
heard this
Emily
one
said
yet.
it, people think that means it's true. And that goes on and on. That goes.
That's what I was just saying. Just because Emily says it, we've had Emily in Reddits and in places saying horrible things about Amberlynn, her girlfriend at the time. So I don't know if Emily is reliable either, to be honest, because she has shown that she's willing to talk shit about Amber. So she's not reliable either. Just because Emily is saying it doesn't mean it's true. To be fair, Lizzie, Emily is not a reliable narrator. Exactly.
Goes towards anything my aunt has said, anything Beck has said.
I think Aunt Tammy is just trash also.
Just because someone says it about me and it's negative, people automatically assume that it's true. And there's really nothing I can do about it. That's why the title of this is I've never showered before, because I just don't care anymore. I genuinely don't care. I'm human, so obviously like I have human thoughts and opinions about it, but
Are you sure you're not a lizard person and you're not having lizard person thoughts about these things? I don't know, Amberlynn. I have my doubts. You went to the bakery and got some nice sourdough loaves? Well, that sounds delicious. I try to get sourdough at the farmer's market.
like I have human thoughts and opinions about it, but do I care? No. No, I can't say that I do.
Bossy says, I have the Ring camera app and like 90% of the notifications are lost found pet. Yeah, it's pets get out. Even in my neighborhood here, there's constantly things on Nextdoor. Have you seen so and so? My cat got out, my dog got out, or people saying, hey, found this dog wandering around my yard. She's back to the blanket statements. We can think for ourselves. Absolutely, Mars.
But do I care? No. No, I can't say that I do. Do I care that people are laughing and thinking this whole situation's great and that I deserve it? It's confusing to me because of no human thoughts and opinions about it, but do I care?
Hold
No.
on.
There's nothing I could do about it. That's why the title of this is I've never showered before, because I just don't care anymore. I genuinely don't care. I'm human, so obviously like
Yeah.
I have human thoughts and opinions about it, but do I care? No. No, I can't say that I do.
I think you do.
Do I care that people are laughing and thinking this whole situation's great and that I deserve it? It's confusing to me because it's like, what have I done in the last few years that would make people truly believe I'm a bad person? Like when I hear people say, Amberlynn, you're a bad person, what makes me a bad person?
Maybe bad person is the wrong way to put it. Toxic. You're a toxic person in a relationship. When you're in a relationship with somebody, you're very toxic. You don't treat them well. And that's based on like I've seen the recording of the argument whenever she's like, "Can I have a hug?" I've seen it. I'm not going to play it on my channel, but I have seen it and heard it. And it's that the pushing and pushing and pushing because you're insecure and you're uncomfortable and not wanting to give your partner the space to just relax so they can come back and have a productive conversation. It's not it's the insecurity and the pressure and the pushing and just not treating them very well. And then with the text messages that Emily gave to Rachel, granted, I think those were curated to make Amberlynn look bad. I think Emily has had it in her mind the whole time. If we break up, I'm going to send these to a reaction channel of some sort. I'm going to get back at Amberlynn because we've seen her in the forums saying shit, right? I don't think Emily ever. I think Emily's a bad person too. I mean, Emily's also toxic. It doesn't mean that Amberlynn is innocent and an angel just because Emily is also a piece of crap in the relationship. So it's just the way that Amberlynn was constantly trying to manipulate and change things in those text messages just to try to get Emily to come back home and things. And like, oh, I tripped. Oh, I was trying to hold you. Oh, this and this. I mean, for Emily to have bruises on her arm, Amberlynn would have had to have grabbed her pretty hard. Um, so whenever we see evidence of that, and then there's always going to be two views, right? Like Amberlynn had said, "Oh, Emily kicked me. She kicked me," and I said, "We don't have proof of this, unfortunately." And we're going to have two different views. Emily had said to Rachel that she had put her that Amberlynn was coming at her, and she put her leg up, like lifted her leg up to kind of protect herself, and that Amberlynn ran into her knee, and then Amberlynn's like, "You kicked me," right? So Amberlynn may have seen that as a kick. You brought your leg up and hit me. You kicked me. Emily sees it as I was defending myself and brought my leg up, right? There's always going to be different perspectives and different views from both people. So but from what we've seen, just looking from the outside, Amberlynn does not treat her partners well.
Is it that I'm a human who makes mistakes? We all do. So are we all bad people? No, we're not. And I don't know. It's just a lot. Can the same, just because you heard it, logic be applied to all the people you have accused in the past? I don't know what that means. I'm actually.
It means that you've said, well, so and so did this, but then you don't show proof of it, which you may not have proof. You're not always going to have proof of things, but we're just constantly getting the "trust me, bro" from people
Actually confused.
that aren't trustworthy.
I'm going to try to understand your question. I have also shared my side of some of my relationships, and anything that I have said from my side, if it paints them in a bad light or if it paints me in a good light, people don't believe it. Proud of you. Thank you, Luna. You're so sweet. Emily really couldn't stand you.
The question was about just because you heard it, logic can be applied to things that she has said in the past as well.
It felt like there were two sides. One side that was genuinely obsessed with me, and the other side might have hated me. I don't know.
I think, like I've said before, it's about control for Emily, I think, in my opinion, and using the reaction channels as a way for Emily to exert control over Amberlynn, and then to come back being like, "I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean it," and it's just about control and being like, "Look what I can do. This is what I have over you."
And yeah. You should get the snake bites back. Oh, no, no, no. They hurt so bad. You should be proud of yourself for still being here. Heads up, chest out. Don't let that crown fall, babe. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you know there are photos of Rachel going around dressed as Lord Farquaad?
Oh, no, I haven't seen those. Come on now.
She looks ridiculous. Stop. Is it like AI or is it real?
Of course it's AI.
If E really couldn't stand her, E wouldn't still be talking to her for months after the breakup. That's a good point, Chrissy.
Control.
I mean, Amberlynn knows that already. She literally told M, "You hate me," because that's what she felt was true. Yeah. I need a good reason to believe Beck repeatedly lied. I'm sorry. No, I totally get that. There were things that they said that are true, and I've, admitted those. And there were things that they said that weren't true, and I've spoken on those. And once two people say, like, their sides to certain situations, whoever's ears it lands on, it's up to them to decide what they believe and what they don't. And it's unfortunate for me, and it feels like actual torture, that I'm never the one that's believed, all because of a fucking stupid video that I made now like almost a decade ago, literally, because I was lying about stupid things like my weight and Destiny's weight and like the stupidest shit in the world. And I have lied to protect the people I loved and was in a relationship with.
But why even need to lie at all? Just be like, hey, I'm not going to address this. It's not your business. I'm not going to address it.
Or else they wouldn't be in a
Granted, people will just make up whatever they want to at that point, but
relationship with me. So it was like I had to choose between, do I tell, like, this is, I mean this in the nicest way possible. Do I tell a bunch of strangers things that my partner does not want them to know? So it's like, that's an easy, of course I'm going to protect my partner. I love them. I want to be in a relationship with them. So that's why I did that for Feline. That's why I did that for Emily. That's why I did that for these people, because, even telling, like when me and Beck got engaged, I was like, yeah, Beck bought it. Beck bought the rings. And it's things like that. So I guess even in the last 3 relationships, I have lied to protect these people. I've never lied for myself, besides a decade ago when the stupidest, silliest lies I could tell. Since then, I have tried so hard to be just like transparent, and I only share things that I feel comfortable with now. And yeah, it's just like a lot. That's 100% understandable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Saw your legs. Oh my gosh, what are you gonna do? Where'd you see my legs? If there's proof, you can show me. Like, I thought Girl World was about looking at the slip-ups and sure, do the whole hee-hee ha-ha, but at the end of the day, you'd want Amber to get better. Then when she does, everyone still hates her. So, like, yeah.
But has she gotten better? I mean, she keeps saying she wants to and she does, but...
Yeah, Chrissy, yeah. That's how I view it. I feel like no one really gives Amber a chance to be truthful and assumes everything is a lie.
Ilya, that is lying for herself. It makes her and her relationship look better. I mean, yeah. I think in some respects. I mean, people do come for whoever she dates. People will come for them and she'll be like, no, they don't do this, or no, she's not like this. No, she didn't do this. I don't know if that really benefits Amberlynn sometimes. But yeah, she's better off just saying, I'm not going to be talking about this person. If they want to appear in my videos and talk about themselves, they can, but I'm not going to be sharing information. But then, of course, you have the detectives of the Kiwi Farms and Girl World that will still dig up information. I mean, people, and that's not cool. We shouldn't be doxing these people and exposing their personal lives just because they decided they wanted to date Amberlynn. I mean, that's not fair to Amber, and it's not fair to the person she's dating.
Lie based on flawed behavior from years ago. Absolutely, Chrissy. Absolutely. And there was a reaction channel that I on and off watched.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Chrissy, absolutely. And there was a reaction channel that I on and off watched. I don't even like considering her a reaction channel. Her name's Elizabeth. I don't even.
Why do you not like considering me a reaction channel? Is it because she considers all reaction channels to just be hateful, nasty people, and she doesn't want to lump me into that?
Genuinely like considering her one. I don't know why. She used to be very like even kilter, if that's like the saying. Now, like whenever I decide to randomly watch, like she calls me like a bad person and says I lie about this and that, and I'm just
I do. if you've done something shitty, yeah, I'm gonna say you're a bad person for doing that. If you've done something shitty. I mean, and if you've lied about something based on evidence that we've seen, then yeah, I'm gonna call that out. Can I tell you when you used to speak with Amber? Yeah, Amberlynn and I have spoken over Instagram before. Just nothing really important. She has sent me screenshots before. She's asked me a few questions before. We've talked about books. We've spoken about video games. Um, she's asked me about like what kind of snacks I would like to eat, like healthier snacks that I would eat, like and I mentioned like Built bars and things. Um, she sent me those screenshots and voice notes that you all have seen with the whole thing with Rachel and Tommy, Emily, those things. Yeah. It's not like we're sitting here chit-chatting every single day. I haven't spoken to her since those voice notes.
It's like, oh, Elizabeth, like I have spoken to her privately. I've tried to have like a
Hold on. You're not reacting. Girl, what are we doing then? I don't know what I'm doing, Mars.
like, oh, Elizabeth, like I have spoken to her privately.
We have.
I've tried to have like a conversation with her. And she made it seem like I was like blowing up her Instagram, just sending her a bunch of voice messages.
You sent 34 voice notes, girl. You sent 34. Or 24 or something. And I played them all. I played them all during that video, and not the full name, Elizabeth. I know she knows I go by Libby, but that's fine. Elizabeth is what appears on my channel. No, but I played all those voice notes, and then I'm like, why don't you just call? And then she got pissed because I told her to not call Sammy stupid or dumb or whatever it was, and she left, so she didn't call. Um, Mars, she did blow you up. She practically derailed the whole stream, Lizzie. Elizabeth sounds like you're in trouble. I know, it's a good thing Amberlynn doesn't know my middle name. I'd be like, what did I do? Do you still think she's with Emily? Sammy, sorry. Do I still think she's with Emily? I think they're still talking. I mean, in my opinion, they're still talking to each other. Whether they are back together, that's anybody's guess. I don't know. If they are, excuse me, I've got the hiccup burps from my coffee. Um, if they are back together, Lord, nobody can help y'all. If Amber and Emily are back together again, it's just like y'all deserve each other. Then just it's nobody can help you because it's not like they're trapped. I think they're both abusive in different ways towards each other, whether it's emotionally and mentally or verbally, even physically, it seems. But they aren't, there's no reason for them to get your facts right, Tree Boy. That was funny. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for them to keep going back to each other. It's not like they have children together that they have to keep communicating over. Um, neither, I mean, they don't live together. They aren't financially dependent on each other. There's nothing tying them or holding them together. There's no threat of if you leave this house, I'm gonna chase. They live 12 hours apart from each other. So at this point, if they keep getting back together, that's on you. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's on you. Anything that happens to you in that relationship, then it's like you know how the other person is, whether it's Amberlynn or it's Emily. You can't come crying and whining to reaction channels or the internet. It's just like you know how this person is. You know how they treat you.
And she made it seem like I was like blowing up her Instagram, just sending her a bunch of voice messages, but it was while she was live, so it felt like a conversation.
I was live, yes, and it was kind of a I will let her know that it was kind of a back and forth, and then I offered, "Why don't you just call?" And then she left, and she said in one of her last ones, she's like, "I can call," but by the time I got to that one, because we were talking about each one of her messages as they came in, um, and it took me a while to get through them because I was trying to figure out the pictures that she sent. I was apparently slow that day. And so a lot of the messages were like, "No, stupid, look at this picture." She didn't call me stupid, but it's like, "Heather, Heather, how are you, my love? So good to see you." Her response to your feedback makes me question her therapy claims. ALR doesn't want reasonable honesty. I was lurking from my phone. Good morning, girls. Good morning. Yeah, it's like I will be honest with her about what I'm thinking. It's like
conversation, and it's just like she invalidated everything I said and
I did not. I did not. I validated what you said about the nail marks. We investigated. We went all detective mode on those pictures, and I validated what you said about those images. But what pissed her off was she said I had a bad take on Booth's claims because I said, unfortunately, Emily has shown proof like these bruises, but all we have to go on are your words. And unfortunately, we would need we based on past, we need proof.
disregarded it. And it's because she's now catering to an audience of people who strongly dislike me because when she
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I cater to the exact same people I always have. Anybody that wants to watch me. If I were going that route, I would be so mean and nasty. I would call you the worst things and just say the meanest shit. But that's not who I am. And I'm not going to do that.
she used to like low-key stick up for me and had more
I would defend you in instances that I felt you needed defending. If I felt people were coming at you for something stupid, or if I'm like, no, I think Amber's right in this situation, then I would point that out. But if I think you're wrong, I'm going to say I think you're wrong. And I think in this whole Emily situation, you weren't good either.
of people who strongly dislike me because when she used to like low-key stick up for me and had more of like a gray area of thinking, so of like black and white thinking, because she's very much all about Amberlynn's a bad person now, and I just don't understand why.
When have I ever said that I'm all about Amberlynn being a bad person? I said I think she's a toxic person in a relationship. And until she works on that and gets into therapy and works on these things, she's going to continue to have these same behaviors in a relationship. And Heather, she wants you to be her white knight, bro. Yeah. I mean, I defend Amber when I think she needs to be defended, right? Not even defended, but just like, yeah, I think she's right in this situation. I'm not on the hate train. I'm not on the hate train of Amberlynn is always wrong, Amberlynn is always bad. I don't know, because I don't believe that. Mars, we all have different opinions here. We can politely disagree with each other, and it's all good because we're just yapping about drama. Yeah, we're just watching this random chick on the internet, and we have opinions, right? Sammy, you were very fair and unbiased. She twists things up. Yeah, it's like, I'm not all about the Amber's a bad person. No, I'm not. Because, I mean, I don't think she's inherently a bad person. I think she's done some shitty things. And I think she's treated people like shit. And I think that's something that she needs to work on and she needs to reflect on. And I think she needs therapy for that. I think she needs to work on stuff. We all do. I think at some point, I don't think And this could be completely wrong, but I don't think a single one of us have ever been completely innocent and perfect in a relationship. I'm sure all of us at some point, especially in our younger years, in like our early 20s or even our late teens or whenever, or even maybe in your later years, have probably been the toxic person in a relationship or treated somebody badly and not realized it. I don't think any of us are innocent of that. And the thing is that with Amberlynn, though, it's all being put on the internet. And we're getting all these different sides and stories and messages and voice notes being leaked and pictures and things being shared. It just so happens that Amberlynn's relationships are being played out in a public forum, right? For the last 10, 11, whatever, 12 years. Sammy says, I cringe at my younger self. Me too. 100%. I did toxic shit in my early 20s and mid 20s without realizing it. And looking back now, I'm like, wow, that was shitty of me, right? But sometimes whenever you're in it, you don't see it. But then you can reflect back and be like, okay, here's what I know that I did that wasn't good. I need to try to do better moving forward. But Amberlynn doesn't seem to do that. She'll say it, but then her actions show otherwise. Hardworking Diva says, Amber, your profile picture looks familiar, but all I can see is your @ I don't know what your actual channel name or your actual name there is. Amber has done this with all of her relationships and has never corrected that. And yeah, 100%. It's like she keeps saying, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do this. But then with Emily being the most recent relationship, now, granted, I will say from the time that all this stuff that was leaked to Rachel, the time period all that was from was in late November, whenever she was still viewing BPD as an excuse for her behavior, which isn't cool because using a personality or a mental health disorder to give you carte blanche to be a shitty person, that's when you're a bad person. When you know that you have these issues and you do these things and you don't try to correct it. When you just use those diagnoses just to treat people however you want. Having some being neurodivergent, being having a personality disorder, having a mental health disorder, none of these things give you the right to treat other people like shit. None of those things do. You have to learn to regulate yourself. Just because you might have these issues doesn't give you the right to make other people feel bad or to treat them like shit. It's on you to work on those things either through therapy or through just figuring things out on your own. And Amberlynn is yet to do that. I mean, speaking of the black and white thinking, she says that I do that now. What is she doing here? Oh, Libby's now on the, or excuse me, Elizabeth. Let me use my government name. Elizabeth is on the, all about Amberlynn. No, I'm not. I still will be like, no, I think Amberlynn has done this and this, and I think that's justifiable, and I think she does that because of whatever this other issue is. But I'm not on the, I have no reason to hate Amberlynn. She's just a person. Hardworking Diva says, that's what I find fascinating about Amber and Foodie. I've watched them for 7+ years or so, and they've never learned. Yeah, I mean, it's, none of us are perfect. And we're sitting here judging and watching Amberlynn, right? I mean, we can only do the best that we can do. I'm sure that if we were to put our lives on blast and vlog and do all these things, we would have people watching us being like, why did you do that? Like even like whenever she's cooking, whenever Quirky's cooking, whenever all these people are cooking, suddenly everybody watching them becomes a Michelin star chef, right? Right. Suddenly all of us should be the star of our own cooking show. Let people eat what they want to eat. right? It it's just crazy. Heather says you could be really mean like all the other channels and it would benefit you with more views. You choose to remain kind and objective. Yeah, I mean, like I've mentioned this before, there's channels that I've been doing this for 4 years and I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. And a lot of it's because people think that I'm an baby and I'm not. I just try to be objective and fair. But because I'm not mean and hateful, I mean, granted, people could just not like me, and that's perfectly valid. Um, but because I'm not mean and hateful, I don't get as many views as other people because people think that I'm up Amberlynn's ass or something. Mars says, yeah, when you point your finger at someone, make sure your hands are clean first. Yeah, and it's like, sorry I keep sniffling. I haven't felt well and I'm a little snotty here. Give me 1 second. Let me blow my nose. All right, is that the right thing to unmute? Yeah, okay, yeah. So, I mean, and let's be real. Reaction channels, Amberlynn's videos are the videos that get the views. So any reaction channel that focuses on Amberlynn that isn't grateful for the shit that she does and uploads, you wouldn't be making money, right? I mean, a lot of the channels that are monetized, people that have made this their livelihood, Amberlynn brings in the views, right? I mean, she's not wrong about Zach's views being a bit lower. They are. Zach's views are lower on his other videos than they are on the Amberlynn videos, right? So it's people want to see what other people have to say about Amberlynn and be in this group of people to, to talk shit about her, basically, and to criticize. But it's like, we can't criticize her for things that we do ourselves, right? Or things that it's I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm perfect and holier than thou when it's like, yeah, I've done toxic shit in my path in my past. And I try to look at Amber as a whole, right? Like, okay, judging from what we know about her childhood, this is probably how things have affected her in her adulthood. And I try to understand why she does the things she does. But that is not the right screen to be on to hit my space bar.
I don't know. It's just like that's what Girl World does. Like even one person who was, once someone that I kind of enjoyed liking because she helped me see certain situations better or differently or this or that because she was more open. Now she's just very closed off because she wants
No, I'm not.
to cater to, actual Girl World viewers. And those, in
Be so for fucking real. Come on now.
my opinion, are people who don't want to see the good in me.
She's entitled to her opinion of me and my channel 100%. But it's obvious she hasn't watched a lot of the recent videos, I guess. But it's just like, no, I'm not all about, oh, you're so awful, Amberlynn, shitty, oh, bad. No, I don't do that. Do I think you're a bad person for some of the things you've done and refusing to change? Yes. Maybe the more correct term is toxic because again, I don't think she's inherently bad. But Bossy, Libby is a slave to the reaction community. That's right. Heather, we can't even get Libby to clickbait. I feel so bad if I try to. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not good at clickbaiting. I need to take some lessons from Karina for that clickbaiting. Bossy says you're probably one of the most fair and balanced reactors out there. I appreciate that. I try to be. It's just, and I've said before that if I were to meet Amberlynn on the street, if I didn't know Girl World existed and I just met Amberlynn, we would probably be friends. We have a lot of things in common. She has kind of a weird sense of humor sometimes. We have a lot of similar things that we like to do as far as like, video games, Legos, TV shows, that's what I also enjoy bingo. If I were to have met Amberlynn out in the wild and didn't know Girl World existed, we'd probably be friends, right? But then like the closer you get to somebody, like if I were to start seeing a lot of these things, and if I were her friend and I were to hear her telling me these things so convincingly, I'd be like, wow, man, people fucking suck, right? And I probably would just defend her as a friend would, right? So I think it's how you come into it, right? People in Amberlynn's life are going to see her and see things differently because they see a different side of Amberlynn. We only see what she posts online, right? People in her life are going to have a completely different view of her. And whenever we see people that are in her life, like ex-girlfriends and things like that, coming out with these stories, it's like, wow, you really treat some of these people like pieces of crap. It kind of changes your view of people a little bit, right? Hardworking Diva says, I watch the girls in Girl World like a TV show. I'm such a people watcher. Watching people being overly invested into strangers' lives is fascinating. Yeah, that's what I've said before, that Amberlynn's like a reality show for me that I just talk about. I mean, it's different, I guess, for me in the fact that I have spoken with her over IG messages. We have messaged each other. So I mean, that's a little different. But for her to be like, oh, Libby, well, Elizabeth caters to the girl world community. Bitch, have you seen my views? Have you seen my subscriber count? If I were catering to the people that just despise you, I would have more views and I would have a lot more subscribers. Rachel has lost more subscribers than I will ever have on my channel. So come on now.
Um,
It's the inability to. So
Jessica, thank you for the super chat. Carol.
somebody in the chat says it's the inability to take accountability for your actions, using other people's washcloths as toilet paper, and not admitting, apologizing, and improving. It's the lack of accountability.
Welcome. Do you have a list of all the different things you were thinking of doing for Vlogmas? There's a couple things I might do.
She didn't read Billy's super chat out.
Yeah. He's just a baby. We'll see. My favorite song right now, Yukon by Justin Bieber. You've inspired me to wear lipstick more. Oh my god, Heather, hell yeah. I take accountability for my actions, Billy.
No, you don't. You say you do, but not really. I've been over that before. Ad nauseum, we've been over that before.
I'm not going to admit to doing something that I didn't do. That I cannot ever see myself doing unless it's like in a troll way. Like I've never showered before. Yeah, that I can't do.
LR throwing away washcloths that were her roommates, but makes Beck wash the ones that she bought. I haven't heard those voice notes about washcloths or a sink or anything. I don't care. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's fair or right for people to be bringing up Amberlynn's personal hygiene or things of that nature. That isn't something that needs to be put out into the world. And whenever people are constantly asking her ex-girlfriends, questions like, "Oh, did Amberlynn wipe? Does Amberlynn shower? Does Amberlynn do this?" Why are we so obsessed with what comes out of Amberlynn's ass and what she does with it? Why are people so concerned about whether Amberlynn can reach her vajayjay? I mean, why do people care? Why they just want the nastiest, dirtiest shit they can hold over her head, and it's just Amberlynn's a big girl. She's a big girl. She's gonna have a hard time reaching some places, right? But that's not my concern. I don't care. It's I just think it's gross for people to be so obsessed with that. Kalia. Yeah, but Amber also said Zach is obsessed with her and she's wrong for that because it's not true. No, I don't think Zach is obsessed with Amber, but we all know how Amberlynn speaks. Oh, he's obsessed. She's obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. That's just how Amberlynn speaks, right? Amberlynn exaggerates so many things. It's it's just how she is. Because she's so smug, in my opinion. She is smug about a lot of things, but I just don't. I mean, can Amberlynn reach her ass to wipe? I don't give a shit. That's not my business. I don't care if she can reach her ass to wipe. I really don't give a shit. That is her personal hygiene business. Hardworking diva agreed. I was sad to hear that she used Eric's mom's washcloths, though. This mom is deceased, and Amber knew that. She used Eric's mom's. Oh my god. Because she lies about not using the washcloths in the sink in that way. Well, why is it brought up in the first place? Why are these things brought up in the first place? Whose business is it? And why would Amberlynn want to be like, yeah, that's what I. It's not our business. It just needs to not even be brought up. I don't know why people ask these things about, of her ex-girlfriends. I really respected Beck for being like, I'm not going to be answering any questions about Amber's hygiene and things. And then and and then they turned around and did. But I mean, it's I don't know why people are so obsessed with it. It's just I don't know. Um, yeah, it's weird to me. I had another thought and it flew away.
Yeah, that I can't do. MG says if she has something to apologize for, I'm sure she can do that with that person and has nothing to do with us. MG, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, so many personal, private things get brought online that don't need to be brought online just because Amberlynn is a public person. I mean, whether it's Amberlynn's hygiene or things that like Aunt Tammy was bringing up, whenever most of the things that Aunt Tammy brought up had to do with Amberlynn's mom and not even Amberlynn, all of that was personal, private, family business. It does not need to be brought to the internet. So I just don't understand why people feel the need to do this other than to just shame Amberlynn or make her feel bad or embarrass her. And I don't think that's right. Oh, I was gonna say about Quirky Love Rosie. I have commented on Quirky about her hair looking really greasy. Now I think Quirky may have just naturally really oily hair, and maybe she shouldn't use conditioner on it so much, and then that would help with the oiliness. For a while. But yeah, Corky looks like she doesn't shower half the time because her hair looks so fucking greasy. And if you're gonna come on channel with your hair looking like you've dunked it in a vat of Crisco, then people are probably gonna say some things. But did Jordy really make Aunt Tammy a mod? I heard that too, Heather. I heard that Jordy made Aunt Tammy a mod, but I said that right away about the Tammy. Said, yeah, hardworking diva. Also, it was because Amber had a history of violating people's private business and speaking on others' health. She filmed Destiny on the toilet. She also did so many embarrassing. She did. She did, and that was not right of her. That was her violating people's boundaries, 100%. She was also younger when she did those things and probably didn't understand boundaries. But yeah, 100%, she should not have done those things, and that was wrong of her. But that doesn't give people the right to turn around, you know, 8, 9 years later and be like, oh, well, let me do a tit for tat. It's just, why do you want to stoop to that level? Why do you want to lower yourself to that? Kalia says, what bothers people is simple. She lies about those things. That's the issue. Yeah, but why, Kalia, why is it being brought up in the first place? I mean, if somebody were to come on here and be like, maybe you use washcloths to wipe your ass, and somebody was like, oh, Kalia's 500 pounds, and she did this in my bathroom, and they were doing it just to embarrass you. Would you own up to it? Would you admit to it? I mean, it's just why, whether she's lying about these things or not, I don't care, because why are they being brought up in the first place? These aren't our these things aren't our business. How Amberlynn wipes her ass is nobody's fucking business. It's not my business. Maybe we need to send Amberlynn a bidet and she can watch Tree Boy Ilya's tutorial on how to use a fucking bidet. That seems really weird to have made her a mod. I don't understand why. Mars says, I think she was modded because someone had a fake account pretending. There is somebody with a fake account. You'll see them pop up in Amber's chat here too. Somebody, there's somebody with the name Tammy Robertson pretending to be Aunt Tammy. Um, so maybe that is why. Because there's somebody that pops up in Amber's chat here as well. That's a fake Tammy account. Maybe it's a 600-pound life effect we see so much, so it's compared. Could be. And bidet tutorials are so helpful. Yeah, I mean, whether she's lied about how she wipes her ass or not, I honestly don't give a fuck. But it's why do people care? That's my question. Ask yourself, why do I care how Amberlynn wipes her ass? Maybe that's something that the community as a whole needs to look at themselves and ask, why am I so concerned about Amber's vajayjay and ass? I mean, maybe we need to look at ourselves. Hardworking Diva says, I wouldn't ask, but I appreciate the messy people who do. I won't act like I don't enjoy the train wreck. I I don't appreciate them, to be honest. I think it's shitty, no pun intended, of them to be asking about those things, and it's just gross. Who the fuck cares how Amberlynn wipes her ass? I don't. And nobody else should care how she wipes her ass either. Unless she's in your house using the toilet, it's not your concern. And it's not something that needs to be brought to the internet.
That's perfect. Yeah. To be honest, Emily, when I heard that voice note, I'm gonna be upfront, it shattered me. I have listened to it probably like 20 different times.
It shattered me. She's so dramatic with some of her language and very over the top with a lot of her things, which is why a lot of the things she says you have to take with a grain of salt, right? Because it's like, I was gushing blood. Oh, I cut my finger and it was gushing, and it was just like dribble, dribble, dribble. I mean, she's very dramatic. Heather, she wouldn't fit in my tiny, tiny bathroom, not gonna lie. I mean, it's my bathrooms are pretty small too. I have 3 of them. and they're not very big. Strawberries and cream. Hi, Libby. I simply adore it. Welcome in, Strawberries. I hope you're doing well. Is Chantel gonna go live and you're gonna leave us?
I felt sick to my stomach. And I know there's more that I haven't heard, and it's like a huge part of me wants to hear it, but another part of me doesn't. And
So again, with the Emily thing, I think based on what we've seen and heard from Emily, in addition to the Fifi stuff, I suspect that Emily may also have, I don't know if degradation is the right word, but a humiliation kink where she enjoys humiliating her partners. That's my suspicion. I have no proof of this. And I think that's where I haven't heard these voice memos or these voice messages that have been linked, but the way that she speaks about Amber and some of the things she's done with like the Pocahontas and things like that, I think a lot of these things like this could be done as part of a humiliation kink. She gets off on it, on like humiliating her partners in some sort of fashion. And I think some of this communication is playing into that for her. That's my opinion. That is pure speculation in my opinion on that, just based on the things that I've seen and the way that Emily has behaved with a lot of these things that she's said and done. Heather, I can sit on the toilet and wash my hands. Hardworking Diva. Hardworking Diva, what is your channel name? Because I swear your profile picture looks familiar to me, but I can't place. You know what? I can just check myself. I can just go to your channel and see what your name is. Oh, it's Hardworking Diva. Why do you look so familiar? Maybe it's the red background that looks familiar to me. I don't know. Joined April 4th, 2006. That's a long time. Did I already read your message? I think it's wild to see how invested people are. I'm literally just not that invested to feel much. Many of the reactors are terrible people too, and they feed off each other. They are. They are. A lot of us are just awful people. I can be awful sometimes, I'm sure, without meaning to be. I mostly just hang out with Ilya. That's my little corner, just chilling with Ilya, watching him play Pokemon. There are some channels that I'll watch periodically. I mean, I have opinions on a couple of people, but that's about it. You're always in the community? Okay, I've probably just seen the picture around. Strawberries and cream. How many different accounts do you have, Strawberries and cream? Chantal is struggling both mentally and physically. It's so difficult to watch. Brings tears to my eyes. I wouldn't wish divorce on my worst enemy. It's the hardest thing a woman can go through. That's a little sexist. I mean, if it's warranted, I mean, if you're in a bad relationship, then divorce is the right way. Not everybody's relationships are good. And Sammy telling herself to shut up. And Heather, bro, divorce is dope. Heather has personal experience with these things. I mean, yeah, Chantal's always struggled physically and mentally. That's kind of her bag. I don't watch Chantal. And if it's bringing tears to your eyes, I think you're a little too emotionally invested in this random person on the internet. If watching Girl World starts to affect you mentally and emotionally, then it might be time to take a bit of a break. And I say that for anybody, even for reaction channels, um, that it's if it starts to affect you personally, it may be time to take a step back. Bossy says, can't get a divorce if you were never married in the first place. That's right. That is true. All right, where were we? I even forgot what I was talking about. Not important, probably.
She doesn't. And Emily literally said, she's like, I will call.
Oh, the humiliation. Yeah, I think Emily might have a bit of a humiliation kink, and I think that's where a lot of this stuff comes in, is she can humiliate Amber and get off on it and also exert that control. Because I think Emily wants control in the relationship, and Amber also wants control in the relationship. So it's like, who is going to do things to exert the most control over the relationship?
Call you on a live stream and apologize, and it's like, that's not what I want. I just
Like,
want
what
it
was
to
that?
doesn't. And Emily literally said, she's like, I will call you on a live stream and apologize, and it's like,
Okay, so I will call you on a live stream and apologize. Uh, this is the second time. Now, I don't know when Rachel was talking to Emily. I don't know if it was at the same time that she was also talking to Mr. Snowflake, and it just took Rachel this long to get the receipts and shit together. Because I don't know if we saw any dates on those messages between Rachel and Emily, but it's how many times are you going to have somebody that was supposed to love you and you were in a relationship with? How many times are you going to let that person just betray you and spread shit online about you and then keep talking to them and forgive them? How many times is Emily going to ask for this forgiveness and then do the same thing? My hoodies? So this hoodie is from a it's from a podcast and channel called Ghosties. Um, this was a limited merch drop they did. Um, I'm on their Patreon too. Um, but it's this channel here, these two sisters, Macy and Natalie. It's a really great channel. They're very sweet. Um, and this was their Halloween merch drop, and I bought a hoodie, and it's very comfy, and I sit around in it all day. Girl needs therapy and an offline support system. Her mom ain't cutting it. Absolutely. I hope Amberlynn is in therapy, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Guarantee. There was too much disrespect from both of them to even continue being. Yeah, it's. Amberlynn just needs to cut those ties. Now, I do. One reason she could. One reason she could still be in contact with Emily is because of Rarity. If she's still hoping that Rarity is out there and Emily is able to find Rarity or finds out where Rarity is, that could be one reason why she hasn't cut complete contact.
That's not what I.
She's not going to because Amber is desperate to be in a relationship. Yeah. Amberlynn, yeah, she wants to be in a relationship. She wants to be wanted. And with Emily giving her that desire, it's hard to give that up, right? Whenever you don't know if you'll be able to find somebody that desires you in that way again. And that is there's toxicity in that, right? It's even though somebody's treating you poorly, whether Emily has said things to her along the lines of nobody will desire you the way that I do, or nobody will want you the way that I do. Because we know Emily has said horrible things to Amberlynn, right? And that's probably eaten away at some of Amberlynn's already low self-confidence. So Amberlynn may believe that that's what she deserves and vice versa. And that she won't find somebody that desires her physically the way that Emily did, even though she's just a fed for Emily. I think they could both do better and find better, right? But they both need to work on themselves. So I think they're both horrible for each other. Two very toxic people in a relationship got together and it was just a disaster. Could be Heather, could be. Bossy Spaghetti says she was so stoned in her last live, it was ridiculous. She needed some LASIK recovery glasses. This is last night's live. I believe Emily was nasty to Amber on certain things. 100%. I mean, like I said before, I think Emily has like a humiliation kink. Oh, I have Charlie Gold's video still listed in my description. I need to change that. I wonder if my last live had that too. Sorry, Charlie Gold. I'm not watching your video. Let me delete that real quick. Okay. There we go. Dancing with the Stars, no. I haven't. The LASIK recovery classes.
I just want it to not be true, and it just hurts so bad. You know, so. And I don't want to talk about it because it makes me sad. I have not cried about it. Because I haven't been thinking about it. Like, Zoloft protects me from these emotions. So it's like, when I'm pushed to talk about things, like, then I start to feel them more. And I just don't want to, you know? I just do not want to feel.
I don't know.
Don't let them get to you.
I don't know 100%.
I will say my fingers are going numb from how I'm holding this little baby. Oh my god, look at his paw.
Oh, oh, look at Louisa. That's so cute. He's got his little paws curled up under his chin. Oh my goodness, that's so adorable. Oh my god, he's so stinking cute. Oh, that is freaking adorable. That is adorable. Heather, that's not how Zoloft works. Yeah, Zoloft is not a met. Yeah, supposed to work through. Yeah, I agree 100%. It's she used to self-medicate with like the Delta, and which she's smoking again apparently to not feel her emotions, and now she's using Zoloft for that, which I'm not sure if Zoloft does that exactly. I don't know 100% what Zoloft does. I know it evens you out, but yeah. What's wrong with her arms? Is that no? It's It's scars from cat scratches, and then she picks at it and it scars, refusing to do. She always refuses to do the hard work. Let's just look at here. Let's do this. Let's keep a little picture of Romeo here being cute as our little palette cleanser. We'll just keep this right here.
Paws,
Oh, I
please.
can't.
Please look at his paws. Please really process this.
He's adorable.
Oh my god.
She does need therapy.
If I was
She
wearing
should
like a
clean her
different type of...
wounds. I mean, they're all closed. These aren't open wounds. They're all closed. She hasn't been picking at them. They're all just scarring. Well, you enjoy your Sonic. Zoloft isn't the only answer. She should try mushrooms just once. It was the best emotional release for me. She better spray Bactine on those arms. Yeah, I mean, she would need to find a local therapist. And I know finding a therapist that you jive with and works well for you can be a struggle. Especially when it comes to taking insurance and all of these things. So, yeah, I mean, Zoloft isn't a magic pill. There isn't a magic pill for anything. I mean, she uses, I think it's using the Delta 8 in combination with the Zoloft or Delta 9, whatever she's smoking. I think it's using that in conjunction with the medication that keeps her numb. Because she doesn't want to feel emotions. She doesn't want to have to process these things. She doesn't want to have to deal with how she's feeling and face things. She just wants it to go away.
Oh, sorry, babes. Different type of shirt, like a low cut. I'd be able to put them in there so I can free up my hands. My fingers are going numb and they're starting to hurt. It's just a lot, babes.
So adorable. I need to go to the cat cafe.
You are very, very loved.
There's a cat cafe.
You are very, very loved.
About 20 minutes from me.
Julie. Yeah, we might be, huh? Anyone going through this would just call them a scorned lover seeking vengeance. I don't like the negativity. I don't like the drama. I don't like any of it. My tooth hurts.
I'm almost out of coffee. Your tooth hurts? Go to the dentist. Brush your teeth. I don't know.
There's a rumor you're talking to multiple women. Is that true? No, that is not true. Because if it was true, we would see the screenshots, wouldn't we? Because obviously...
What was this? Talking to multiple women? There's a rumor you're talking to multiple women. Is that true? I mean, she could be. It doesn't mean we would see them if they aren't people that want to share that. If they're not trolls and they genuinely like Amberlynn. This cold foam was supposed to be banana flavor, and I'm just not getting that from it. I would take this off and lick the lid, but you all don't need to see that. There you go, Aaron. Bossy's telling you, you can go to the grocery store and get some portobello mushrooms. They're delicious.
Okay. Not a hypothesis. Hypothetical?
There
Imagine I'm
you go.
talking to a few women, right? And one of them let it be known that they're talking to me. Oh, they would want to show the proof. They would, Courtney, I mean, you're talking to us. Ooh, that means I'm talking to a lot of women.
Would they though? I mean, if it's somebody that's actually interested in Amberlynn and not a troll.
You on the dating apps? No. Say no.
I can check my dating apps. I can set them to Oklahoma City and see if Amberlynn pops up.
I'm not on the dating apps.
Ugh. I'm hungry. What should I eat, you guys? Should I cook
My God, what was that? That was weird in 1.25.
something? Oh, I have more brush.
No, I'm not on the dating apps.
Ugh. I'm hungry. What should I eat, you guys? Should I cook something? Oh, I have more Brussels sprouts and broccoli. I think I'm gonna do that. You're single, you should be allowed to mingle without judgment. I mean, that too, but
Yeah, I mean, if she wants to talk to people, let her talk to people. I don't give a fuck.
yes, not Kevin.
But I think she needs to work on herself first.
I know broccoli's so good if it's made the right way.
All right, we're gonna lean back, and everyone's gonna be like,
Damn, she's big. I am big, you guys. Let's not forget, okay? We have to,
are.
like,
Yes.
you know.
And what are we doing about that? What are we doing about that, Amberlynn? How's the levothyroxine doing? Have you had your blood work done again? It's been a few months. How's that coming along?
Be fully aware. Do you guys see right here? My choosies are in there. Oh my god, I have so many, you guys. Am I talking too loud?
What'd you hear, Romeo?
Even he heard it.
what was that? Can you tell me? Okay.
Mama got a free up her. You heard a ghost in here? Do you like K-pop? Okay. I don't want him to scratch me. I'm trying to get less scratches so I can like. Okay, you guys. If you guys saw how bad my picking actually is, like picking my skin, you guys, it is so bad. It is so bad. You guys have no idea. Don't mind me trying to scoot up in my chair either. Just fat girl stuff. I'm gonna try so hard not to pick anymore, like consciously pick, because sometimes I do it like unconscious. I have not. To some of you, you're gonna be like, I don't give a fuck. I have not picked since 9:02 a.m. this morning, and I'm like.
Not just 9 a.m. 9:02. We know it down to the minute. What about the seconds? 9:02 and 34 seconds. I believe Amber is talking to other women, including Emily. She is lonely. I suspect she is as well. Granted, I have no proof of this. No proof of it other than it helps her self-esteem. It helps her feel desired.
Like, it's hard. It's really weird. You guys should do, if you guys want to learn more about it, just type in excoriation. I feel really embarrassed by it and talking about it, so it'd be better if you want to do some research. Do you like K-pop music? If yes, which one is your favorite? I love BTS. Do you get still some help? I hope you do. Lots of love and hugs. Oh, thank you, Sana. I don't listen to K-pop, no.
I don't either, but that Golden song from Demon Hunters gets stuck in my head. Their live performance on Fallon was incredible. And I don't really listen to K-pop. I lived in Korea for 5 years, and I listened to a little bit of K-pop then just because it was all around me. But that was 15 years ago. It's sad that she continues to reach out to Emily. It's toxic. I agree, Aaron. Bossy says, as long as Emily is willing to communicate, I really doubt Amber would turn her down. She just said in this live that she was the hottest person she's ever been with. Yep.
And what do you mean, do I get help? I don't know what that means either. But hugs.
Okay, that's coming from Amber's.
That sounded like, wait, I can kind of hear do you guys hear the music?
I did.
It's Yukon.
Why is somebody playing music that loud when it's like midnight at this point? Why is somebody playing music that loud in her apartment complex? They should have quiet hours.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble. After me.
We can't really hear it, so.
No, someone just got dropped off. I heard them.
Oh, they must have been outside and playing it in their car, and it was that loud. That's just disrespectful of the people that live near you.
That's like a really popular song right now. Wait.
I think I know this song.
If you, person in car, if you are watching me right now, I want you to play a specific song, okay? Actually, any Billie Eilish. Any Billie Eilish. Oh my god, is there a copyright strike? YouTube, it wasn't my fault. Me going to look at my... I don't think I have a copyright strike.
It would be a
I did get
copyright
age restricted
claim.
on a video that I uploaded literally forever ago.
It would be a claim, and you can just mute the music. I've had to do that for a few videos.
I don't hear Billie Eilish. I'm trying to see. That's so funny. I said Yukon's my favorite song, and then I fucking showed up right outside, bro. That's weird. But I could hear the person get out of the car, shut the door. I think I put Yukon, Yukon on, what am I trying to say?
I don't know this
On
song.
my Instagram.
Did you? There's anything else
Justin
interesting?
Bieber's so hot. Like, I'm a lesbian who has always thought Justin Bieber was literally so attractive. I think it's probably because he looks like a lesbian.
Because he looks like a lesbian. That's what I was going to say. I have one neighbor that comes home every night, full volume and bass boosted in his car. And she goes, "Oh my god, that's awful, Mars. That's just disrespectful." If they were outside and watching her live blasting beeps, I would be frightened, but she's calling in requests. Is Yukon by Justin Bieber?
It's a mammogram text serenading you. That really happened. My mom was there and she even heard it. My mom was literally there. Justin Feeder. Where am I located? Where am I right now? Actually, truly, where am I? I'm at Help for Your Mental Health. I had so much help.
Kate McKinnon doing her Bieber impressions were always great.
From curses and, of course, ongoing therapy. Oh, good. I actively, currently, like, right this second, am not in therapy. No, I'm not.
She's not in therapy. For fuck's sake, Amber. Oh my god, why did you quit therapy? You had a therapist, you were starting to work. She hasn't talked about it for a while, but she had said she was going to keep it off YouTube, and she doesn't have. She's. I don't know his music either. Heather, because she cannot handle honest communication from a neutral party. 100%. Which is what I said back in the day, whenever, like years ago, whenever she would have therapists, she'd be like, "Oh, I quit therapy." It's like, yeah, because you want a yes person. You want somebody to constantly validate you and not give pushback and not have you look at yourself and at your behaviors. And going through the therapy for BPD is going to make her look at herself and look at her behavior. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want to have to look at what she's done wrong. She wants to be the victim. She wants to be the one that's always having things happen to her and done to her. And she's just an innocent bystander in her own life. It's not me, it's because of this. This made me do it. It's this happened to me. Instead of realizing that she's the cause for most of her issues.
We can go and stuff.
What the fuck was that?
Someone said when he was underage, me and him are only a couple years apart, but no, I got really into Justin Bieber, maybe like a decade ago. When was it? I was around like 25, so I don't know. I think he might have been maybe 23, 22. So, but like during the whole baby, absolutely not. Absolutely not. People can take all them songs and take them far, far away from me, please. But once his music became more mature, because yeah, like I'm pretty sure
People
we're only
grow
like 4
up.
years apart. Yeah. Stephen and Seb, you're getting married. Congratulations. Oh my god, so many people are getting literally you unk for real. What is unk? I'm confused. I am in confusion. I'm an uncle? Oh, okay. I'm lost.
Somebody said old. Damn, if Amberlynn's old, I'm fucking ancient.
I am old. I'm so old. Oh my god, did you guys hear Hillary Duff's new song? I love it. Hillary.
I haven't heard that song yet, but I remember back in like the late 90s when Hillary Duff did do music. And I saw that she did release a new song called Mature, I think. I haven't heard it yet though.
Hillary Duff was one of my first crushes as a teenager. Oh my god, not as a teenager, but even as a kid. Like Lizzie McGuire, I was like, oh my god, I want to be like her when I grow up. Oh my god. No, my first like crush like was probably genuinely when I was like 4 years old.
Nev
And it was on
Campbell.
it was Darlene from Roseanne. Darlene was
Oh
like
yeah, that too,
15
Darlene.
and I was like 4 and I was just like, oh my god, I love her hair. Celeb crushes.
Darlene was
yeah.
a crush when I was a kid.
Lizzie McGuire was so good. Are you kidding? Mama, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello.
She's about my age.
Roseanne was like genuinely my go-to. My go-to. Amber Heard is gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I used to watch
Home
Roseanne
Improvement.
all the time when I was
Yes.
a
Oh my
kid.
god, stop. Yes. Oh my god, I love Home Improvement. Sorry, got an alert. I'm 28 and still have crushes on fictional characters and celebs. I feel like a lot of people do. You love my energy tonight? Thank you. Boy Meets World, stop. Oh my god. These shows were so good. There's nothing like this. And like there's no shows like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Are you for Johnny Depp or Amber Heard? I am for Amber Heard. Yes, I am.
Oh.
I've been very vocal about that. Like I watch the trials like up and down and it's like, how in anyone in their right mind can read some of the text messages that Johnny Depp said about Amber and be like, yeah, he was not abusive. He literally said he wanted to fuck her dead body. Huh? Like that's not well. That's not well. There's something wrong with you. Amber Heard was done so dirty, especially by the public. I'm proud of you for that opinion. I've always had that opinion, and I got a lot of shit from it about it. You can tell when someone's been abused. Point blank. Period. Was Amber perfect? No. Did she abuse him? Probably. But Johnny Depp, the praise he got, it literally made me sick. I felt so bad for her. Oh, I felt so bad for her.
I think a lot of it was because of the acting that she put on The Stand, and just the performative nature of it all was a lot of the reason that made it seem like she was lying about a lot of things.
Oh yeah, he was way worse. It was crazy. But all these women believing Johnny Depp because it's Johnny freaking Depp. Amber Heard was a victim, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. 100%. And it's like no one, I didn't hear anyone stand by that. And, oh girl, when I did, the heat that I got, that sounds like a text Rachel would send Emily. Wait, what?
Somebody said in the chat there were no perfect victims, 100%.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna go. Not surprising you support Heard, you're crazy like her. Okay, thank you for the money. She's happy raising her kids now. She's doing.
Oh, we finally got a thank you for the Monday. We finally got one of those in this stream.
A lot better, at least. Yeah, thank God. Amber shat on his bed and said it was the dogs. Sorry. Oh, fuck. I don't know why that's funny. That's just too much. But, like, what did he do to deserve that? No, I'm joking. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I just know for a fact Johnny Depp is not innocent. Point blank, period. You look great. Thank you. Can you make a tier list of your girlfriends? That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. There are no perfect victims. Very that. Anyways, I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much. This has been a great... Oh, my God. I've been on here for, like, 70 minutes? What? That went by so fast. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a great Saturday. I hope you guys have a good Sunday. And I will see you guys again tomorrow.
One time.
Oh. All right. Well, that's that. She misrepresented me completely. But that's not surprising. Not surprising because unlike, what she said about me, Amberlynn does actually have black and white thinking when it comes to things. I'm either all for her and rah rah, or I'm completely against her, which isn't the case. I'm neither. Um, so, yeah, I mean, well, now we know she doesn't consider me a reaction channel, and she doesn't know why. But so whenever she says, I don't watch reaction channels, apparently that doesn't include me because I'm, quote, not a reaction channel. Um, I don't know what I am then. So I don't know, folks. I do not know, but I don't know. She doesn't want to hear criticism that she disagrees with, um, and that's fine. It can be hard to hear. It can be hard to hear people being critical of you. I don't think anybody likes that. But she's also putting things online. I mean, granted, a lot of the things with Emily chose to put those online, and I stand by. I think Emily did it, and is still posting things, for control and to humiliate Amberlynn and those sorts of things. But I need to start working. Not that I was only going to be live for like an hour, but it ended up being 2.5. You deserved better from the ALR 30 plus voice notes, LMAO. She's ridiculous. Mars, she'll watch this and have more to say. Get your inbox ready. She hasn't messaged me. And I'm not going to message her. I mean, here's my response in my video. Um, yeah, it's. Hello, James, or James Cell. I think I've asked you that before. Thank you for the stream. I was lurking and working. I'm getting ready to lurk and work myself. Yeah, I hope you all have a good day. SL, that's right, SL. I've asked you that before and I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh, IMSL. For some reason, my brain saw that as a J for some reason. For some reason, I read that as James. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go heat up some lunch because it's lunchtime now and start working because I have a lot of work to do and hopefully I will be productive. But we'll see if Amberlynn goes live tonight. She's had 2 other live streams before this one. I think I've watched them while she was live, and there really wasn't, in my opinion, too much in them, so we may not watch those. So I may not cover her previous 2 live streams. So if you haven't seen them, sorry. Beyond Meat Burger. That sounds tasty, Mars. Why don't you make one for me too? I'll be there in 12 hours. Let me go get a flight. So, all right. I'm gonna get some grub and try to be productive and get some work done because I'm behind again. Imagine that. I'm fucking behind on work again. So thank you all for hanging out with me and checking in to see what Amberlynn had to say about little old me. Um, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Have a great week. I don't know when I'll be able to stream again. Um, but I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And until next time, be safe and take care.